the fresh produce that was bought at Walmart in Middletown
There's no
will
way
make
all
a
that stuff is gonna
delicious,
fit in there.
delicious
It's
stew.
impossible.
These two green, lovely peppers and these two lovely yellow summer squashes. They will be delicious with this yet aromatic butternut squash. The cabbage, I'm not sure, because this cabbage, as delicious as it looks, will prove to be an intestinal disaster. And this, how much? Couldn't we get more of this? I think we should have gotten more.
Talk about intestinal disaster.
Thank you very much.
So the stew: butternut squash, garlic, yellow squash, zucchini, green peppers, cabbage, broccoli, carrots, some meat, can be any type. This was sirloin tip steak. I go for cheaper stuff because I'm a college student. Celery, onions with black beans, kidney beans, and chickpeas. Some cans of beef broth with lower sodium. You have golden sweet corn, sweet peas, and water chestnuts. Diced tomatoes, a larger can of it. Mushrooms, white potatoes, and sweet potatoes. I have several sweet potatoes because I do like the sweet potatoes in the stew. So, those are the ingredients. Dice the meat. Fry it up, put it in the pot where you're going to be cooking, and brown it up. Put the sweet potatoes in the microwave because otherwise they won't get soft enough for the actual stew. Dice up the sweet potatoes and throw them in. Dice up the potatoes, throw them in.
Yeah, I can drink.
Dice up the carrots, leave the skin on, and cut off the tips. After dicing up the carrots, putting them in here, then dice up the celery, and put it in the pot. Once you dice everything up, throw the barley in the pot. Boil the water and cook up the barley, and throw it on in. Drain all the cans you have because there will be plenty of liquid later on. The only can that you don't drain is the one for the diced tomatoes. The diced tomatoes, just throw the whole thing in. So one of the last things to do, take your garlic, peel it back. Well, actually first crush it a little bit with a knife. I had already done this. And then that will make it easy for you to peel it back and get the skin off. Put it in your garlic press and squeeze your fresh garlic into your stew. This is lovely, lovely stuff. It's wonderful. So delicious. So now that's basically it. Now just let it simmer, let it cook, let it come all together. Beautiful. You might want to add a beef broth or two depending on what your consistency that you want it at. I have added garlic pepper, and I've added garlic salt, some other salt, some regular pepper, some Italian seasonings, some oregano, some parsley flakes. Whatever you're feeling like, just throw it on in there. You can almost not do enough with anything because it's such a big pot of stew. So when you make it big enough, you can almost never destroy it. So that's good. And just enjoy it. It's such a healthy stew with all these vegetables and a little bit of meat in there. So the stew is done. Long afternoon. Definitely well worth it. With all these vegetables cut up and all the spices put in. It's simmering over on the side. Such a great stew. Now, all you can do is just enjoy it. Now, as a college student, I was able to make this right before Thanksgiving. I'm the only one eating it, Some of the guys in my house decided to eat it too, which is perfectly fine. They all loved it. And it lasted me almost until finals week. Just put them in little Ziploc containers, put them in the freezer. Just take one out, a serving for yourself. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect for a snack. It's so healthy, as you saw through the entire video. Why not, right? So, I hope you all enjoy the ultimate stew. I hope you make it yourself. That's the ultimate stew.
I wanted to stay tonight.